six-seater and home to Michigan State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights will boot it away to start the game. That is not the way you want to start, with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas.
Gashing the D on the right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bring in the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, lived to fight another down.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Spartans.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all of the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring that touchdown and asserting their dominance.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Davis will throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
And getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic, but I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see.
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
I'm not fucking corner not running past the dude.
Understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Throws for the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but
were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
And then I do the same thing.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so.
Not only did I not get the pick, but they let him catch the ball, and they let him break a tackle.
That'll play off big time in late in the season.
He was the first.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Davis looking to pass.
Okay.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it away.
He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell your corners play behind, but then what if you don't want to come back that one time?
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides to the back.
You fucking somebody?
Still running at the 40. And oh no, he loses the ball.
I don't ask these questions, so you don't know.
Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
And that's where I end up. If I say no,
so the
Ryan.
officials
If I say
take
yeah,
a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
So whatever you believe, that's what I'm doing.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10.
That's what she wanted to.
Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of Bug Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick handoff. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive
Come on. It's always the best hopper shoot. Give him the ball.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Oh, he's got some space. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Ran right down. Like
well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Davis will throw. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting ahead of the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball running out of bounds.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal, and the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
That's caught. It's Collier. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
Oh, my God. Good throw, bro. Good throw.
Swing momentum.
Let's see the replay.
Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Davis looking to pass. Got the quick pass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
48-yard line on 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout.
Position. 3 fucking times.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, UCF! Great job by the back on the option.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Marshall looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week playing golf instead of in the film room. They're trailing by 14 to Boise State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on!
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run play action. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's complete. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. It's a big stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. They'll use the timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
So extender came up, but he still gets fucking sacked.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
And
He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Rides to back and leaves it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Takes the easy one to the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Davis will throw. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Norman. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, He's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
There he goes. Bust through behind his path. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll let it go to the left. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted.
Touchdown, Michigan State. And that one will give him the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that 1st down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the 1st down. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after that. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Trucks through the defender. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
One of the best compliments you can pay a running back is
took the backseat for a year, Dave.
This guy's
That was his
been
turn.
awesome all game long. You're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out. Still running strong.
This time they stop him
He was
behind
number one
the
overall
line
recruit
of scrimmage.
2 years
And boy,
ago.
that has been rare
Now
in this one.
he's getting his chance.
Can the D
Well,
deny them on second and goal?
He played Cole Cabana last year, but we was like, you know what? We're going to give it right to this dude this year.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy. And it's picked off for the third time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Strike, baby.
They went for it all, and it paid off with the
Spot
score.
below. Wow. Spot below.
As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Makes the grab. It's Farmer. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Davis looking to pass. They've got the screen set up.
I guess all
Didn't
live.
pick
That's
up a
why
lot
we're
there,
not.
moving forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Norman. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Back up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Catch in the middle, it's Norman.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if we do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.